Hey Virgos, just checking up, doing a quick mid-month energy update reading for you guys. Hope all is well. I hope you had a really nice Easter. I know things are kind of different. We all had to kind of celebrate it a little bit differently than we normally would. I saw a lot of, people driving by their parents and waving through windows, which is kind of really sad. I feel like a lot of my Virgos are probably in the healthcare system. You guys probably tend to work on the holidays anyways. So, Three of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles energy. What's going on, Virgos? Okay. Wands. Well, the cards want to talk. All right side up. Impressive. What is going on with this Five of Pentacles, Virgo? Trying to get a card to clarify that Two of Wands. Okay. All right, Virgos. So it looks like you're at a point where you're wanting to build something. This may have been in the recent past, working with someone, a group of people. It could have been a creative project, but Three of Pentacles is having to collaborate with others in some way. Pentacles usually has something to do with forms of stability. So it could be a job, it could be work related, it could be home related. In terms of a relationship, it's probably taking it to a next level of commitment. But right next to that comes out the Five of Pentacles. So this is kind of like being stuck in an energy of you want to build with someone, but you're having to face some fears. Now, this full moon in Libra, we're still in that energy, which really was a lot to do with fears regarding relationships. And so you may be sucked into seeing the duality of these situations, but either way, the enlightenment is going to come. Of what your Ten of Cups truly is. And right now it feels like you're in this energy. Two of Wands is super powerful. I mean, it's hyper focused. It's knowing exactly what you want in. It's strategizing, knowing when to make your moves. It's a really good focused energy for this season that we're in. It's still Aries season. I feel like things will really start to take shape and take form as we move into Taurus season, more towards, a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. Right now is about putting those final puzzle pieces together, and that being clarified by the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which means that you're no longer willing to juggle things in your life, and right next to that is the Justice card, and that's being clarified by the Nine of Cups. So this is such a strong energy here, if you could see, of really picking. If you're at a crossroads and you're making a decision about a relationship, it's going to come to you before the end of the month. You're going to know exactly how to move, you know, and just the way, for a second, I just want to take a look at this. Virgo, if I could pick the darn things up. Like, look at the way that he's kind of facing this Five of Pentacles. Like, it's so dramatic. Like, you know, he's looking his fear right square in the eyes, and, you know, he's just going to conquer it and see right past that. He sees right past those fears into the Three of Pentacles, into the wanting to build. Yeah, you might be making plans that are scary. It might scare the hell out of you right now, and that's okay, because ultimately they're bringing you to everything that you want. Justice card with the Nine of Cups tells me that you are going to get really focused on the things that really matter, and you're going to draw these things into you. There could be elements of karma with the Justice card as well. There could be, maybe I'll pull some astrology cards to clarify this as well. But, you know, where there was failure in the past, there could be a shot at a second chance at making something right. But I think it's more about bringing balance into your life. I think it's more about bringing peace into your life. You know, bottom of the deck, Five of Wands in reverse. It's like walking away from drama, walking away from the stress, the things that are creating resistance in your life, is kind of, you know, all related to that Five of Pentacles. If there's an area of your life where you feel like you haven't been able to conquer, or you haven't been successful at, I feel like now you're being given a chance. Now you can make a change for the better. You could step into a better environment, but it's all going to require a level of sacrifice on your end as well. You know that this Five of Pentacles energy, this fear of abandonment, fear of things not working out. It could be a fear of financial stability, you know. But that being clarified by the Ten of Cups means that that's all that's holding you back are these silly fears that you can't do it, that you're going to be alone, that you won't have the help or support of others. And that's all on you. That's an illusion that you've created in your mind. And right now you're at this crossroads where if you can look past that and see the potential past the fears, you absolutely get everything that you wished and hoped for. I really do feel like now is a time maybe where we're all forced to sit alone with ourselves a little bit more, have a little more time with our thoughts and our subconscious. And, you know, there are things that we have to face. There's things that we have to accept in ourselves. And, you know, I think once you see it, that Justice card means you know how to change it. You know how to do it differently from this point forward. And the Four of Swords means that, you know, you could withdraw your energy from things that bring this fear up. If there's a job where you don't feel stable, you could withdraw your energy and focus on something else. If there's a relationship that doesn't feel stable, same thing. Withdraw your energy and move it towards something that is worthy of your energy. It's all about your priorities right now. And Three of Cups and the Ten of Swords is really, really prolific. Again, the Ten of Swords is completely self-imposed as well. And it's the end. And it's the end of a Three of Cups. So, first of all, if you're in a three-party situation, Virgo, which it could be. Now, I'm not going to say that has to be somebody's having an affair or a partner's cheating on you. A third party situation could quite simply mean that you're allowing other people's opinions affect your decisions. Third party is just other energy affecting your decisions in your life and your reality at this time. And if that's the case, that's going to end. Everything's going to be about what you want to do now. This is about how you want to go about creating your 10 of Cups. And this may not be about other people at this time, It might be building the new things or things that you had wanted from the past, but that 5 of Pentacles held you back. But the 3 of Cups in reverse can also talk to me about now it's a time to sober up. When that comes out next to the 10 of Swords, it's about getting real. It's about, recognizing the importance of taking action and not wasting time. The 3 of Cups, we could kind of delude ourselves sometime. Like, you get into habits where you come home from work every day and you pour that glass of wine while you cook dinner, and then you have that second glass of wine, and then you're just exhausted and you go to bed. And it's not even about like the having to look into issues about sobriety. It's just about the quality of life. If you feel the need that you want to come home and have a glass of wine or do that thing that makes you unwind, well, maybe you need to look at what you're doing in your job or with your life that's leaving you so unsatisfied, because I think there's a level then of resentment that builds, because instead of coming home from work and being productive in our personal lives, taking the time when we get home from work to invest in ourselves intellectually, taking the time to learn new things, learn new skills, go out and do yard work and take care of the house, or spend more time with our kids, or whatever it is, whatever that thing is that you always say you wish you had more time to do, but you don't. And then you take a real look, that 2 of Wands is taking a real hard and honest look at how you are spending your time and your energy, and what is it getting you? Is there satisfaction there, and what can you change? I do think that there's probably habits that have to come to an end, jobs that might have to come to an end, partnerships that might have to come to an end, because it's a time to get real. It's a time to get real within yourself, to realize that there's a lot more that you want out of your day-to-day life and existence. And yet you keep staying on this rat wheel, kind of just wishing for change and not really making the changes within yourself. And the Justice card doesn't say, crucify yourself in no way, shape, or form. We're all here at this spot reviewing where we've come so far and making adjustments. I mean, the Justice card is all about the making adjustments. Our ability to change our direction, to change our mind, to change our worth, to change our patterns. And the Justice card is a time where we can be super, reflective. We could really look honestly at the choices we've made that have gotten us to the points where we're at, and maybe why did we make those choices? Where did they come from? Did they come from a place of love, or did they come from a place of fear? 5 of Pentacles is that place of fear, and 3 of Pentacles is very much about that place of love. It's very much about, the 3 of Pentacles is all about, what do you have faith in? What do you want to invest in? And what brings you down? What makes you feel lonely and empty inside? And it's all about going after that fulfillment, that you have to just put those other things aside and step over them and see past them and believe that something different can very well take place for you. I do want to pick, maybe I'll pick an astrology card just to clarify really quick. Hone in on some of this energy. This is a really cool energy. And again, I don't think that the next 2 weeks is really a time to make big announcements, or, you know, you don't want to just pack your bags and leave your long-term partners right now. It's just a time of reflection. It's about making those decisions. It's about really looking at what you have and why right now, and then the what you want and how. It's all that simple, and you may have the time. You know, the universe is giving us time, and I'm just being so, you know, really quick. This Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Wands is just all about your future, right? And look how calm the waters are. I mean, they're just glass smooth, you know, like one of those, you just look out at a glass smooth ocean. It's so beautiful and breathtaking and peaceful and rhythmic, you know. And that's the energy you're in, and you're no longer in, you know, this, if this was right side up, the energy, look at how wavy that is. I'm just trying to get it to focus, I'm sorry. You know, this is like when your emotions are like real up and down, and, you know, I love and I hate, and all of that contrast, and we learn a lot from that contrast, you know. We do, but you don't want to stay in contrast. You don't want to be in situations where this feels really good all the time, and then, but, you know, then participate in those things that feel really, really bad. It's all about balancing your life, and where you could just feel good and satisfied on all realms. It's all about finding your stability. It's all about the emotional stability, letting go to the need for guarantees for financial stability. Yeah. You know, you might be getting prepared to really step out of your comfort zone, Virgo. Card number 4, Venus, love in reverse. Let me see if I can get one more card. There might be sacrifices that have to be made. Even with that 3 of Cups in reverse, you know, you may have to pull back. You may have to budget your money. You may have to make sacrifices, not go out, not be social enough. It might be sacrifices with time, in order to focus and change your life now. And it might really be about getting back to work. Yeah, Pisces card. I believe, wow, okay. And look at all the blue. Like, all the blue is like communication, it's learning, and you guys might be moving into a new job where you have to learn new skills, right? Even if you're at your current job, but you have to work remotely, which is requiring you to also have to learn some new or different skills, you know. There's such an essence of learning here, and releasing the blocks that you have to that. Again, Venus in reverse, you know, Venus is the goddess, and she's going to be retrograde soon anyways. So, you know, there might just come a dry spell in your life where you have to forego all the really luxurious things. I'm not saying you're not going to have love in your life. I don't see that at all. In fact, I see quite the opposite. I see partnership, I see family, and I see stability there. But I just think it's a time where, you know, maybe you won't be able to vacation. Maybe you won't be able to go out and buy new clothes all the time. It'll just be sacrifices of areas where you indulge yourself. And, you know, maybe if you take on this new thing, you can't come home and have the 2 glasses of wine or whatever it is, to relieve you, that you really have to make focus and invest your time wisely. Pisces, I believe, that is all about the sacrifices that have to be made. And it's also about stepping out of the fantasy and making it real when it's in reverse. Like bringing it to real life. Like all those dreams that you may have had. Like if I, if something happened and I woke up tomorrow and I didn't have a job, money didn't matter, what would I do? Well, it's like you woke up one day and that day came. Here you are. What are you going to do? Like, how do you bring that realness to fruition? And Black Moon Lilith, the card of mystery, it's, this is kind of coming about in a mysterious way for you, maybe. Maybe these are messages or dreams that you're having. It could come from a place of resentment as well. Black Moon Lilith, if we're put... Yeah, because the Five of Wands in reverse, if you're in a situation, in a relationship, a job, a friendship, whatever it be, family, whatever, if there's a lot of conflict, that conflict can create friction, which causes movement, right? And it causes a change of direction, right? So it could be where you're absolutely fed up with a situation, can't take any more, it's dead, and there's no more that you can contribute, you can't save this, you can't fix this, you can't ignore it by trying to be social and drink a bottle of wine every night and pretend it's not real. You can't avoid it any longer, and therefore you have to step into this energy where you need to protect yourself right now. And it's all about, what's that spark within. If everything was taken from you, Virgo, what would you do? What would you rely on? What are your primal skills within you? How would you proceed? Sometimes soulmates and people come into our lives to catapult us, but it's not in the best or friendliest way. It comes with karmic lessons. And so, if somebody is cheating on you and you find out at this time, it may just be the catapult that you need to start investing and focusing in yourself again. Same thing with a job or anything, if you feel like you can't get anywhere, you can't save a situation, don't waste your time there. Move on to something new and choose yourself right now. Choose yourself above all else. All right, Virgo, have a wonderful end of April. I'll catch you up very soon. Next week I'll probably do some kind of like a weekly bump thing, and then I'll see you for your May videos. All right, take care, guys. Bye.